last time you all had we had 3 scenes that we missed from last year. Luke gaining a touchstone, Eddie. Marie, buying a house. And Leo being spoiled by the Harpy, getting a new luxury apartment. We had a brief description of Emery's child's embrace, or at least the turning of him. And everyone described briefly what they did during their vacation. It is Thursday. You were supposed to go to the Fist later to, have a rant, I think. But things happened in your communal haven. First of all, Mr. Smith, as he has been named, is awake. Still chained, but it was a bit of disagreement whether that was a good idea or not. Apparently it did something with the Abyss, because all the city's abyssal people showed up. First Nemesis, then Marin, and at the very end of it, Luke and Marin were pulled into, the Abyss by a La Sombra Methuselah.
Our special dark place.
Who was apparently very dissatisfied with his descendants because they were working for other people. Am I forgetting something? Oh yeah, all the pigeons outside died because they were attacked by like a couple hundred of ravens. All the power is gone from the entire block. The entire neighborhood is just out when Luke was pulled in to Oblivion. And I think people are freaking out a little bit in the basement. It's obviously dark down there. Oliver, you're upstairs. As far as I remember, you're on your way out when the ravens kind of kept you in, and you saw the genocide of the pigeons. The ravens kept you in. But this is where we return to you guys in the dark basement with the only light down here, the red glowing chains from the cross to the altar. And Luke just having returned from, hell.
With black eyes.
Yeah. Oh, and Marin left.
It is nice and dark and gloomy down here. It reminds me of the place I was just at.
Anywhere fun?
Fun's probably not the term I would use. Dark. Saturated in despair. Maybe a little bit of judgment.
Well, we are in Croydon.
You make an excellent point. Yeah, I can't really argue with that. That's yeah. So really very similar, honestly. Yeah. Full on. We're gonna leave him there, right? He's our little disruptor beacon, right? That's what he does. He just kind of like fucks with the signal. That's his whole thing.
I am here to serve.
Right. Possessed, but here to serve. Yeah. Yeah.
Master Dave.
Don't give me that look, Dave, okay? I'm never going to get comfortable with this guy being possessed, all right? I know you tried, okay?
I'm saying nothing.
All right, I know you did your best, okay? Not judging you.
Leo and Oliver, can you give me a wits awareness with your super ears on top while they're rolling? Mr. Smith looks at you, Dave, and says, if you remove just one of my chains, that will increase my power.
Well, that's part of what we were working towards, but the pack is kind of anti-releasing you at the moment, so with the fact that quite a few of them disappeared, reappeared, and a lot of funky things have happened, we might need to just sort of back burner that one for the moment.
Maybe we could set up some kind of reward system or something. Like, if you're good for so many days in a row, like it's been so many days since the last incident, right, then maybe we could consider it, right? Maybe it'd be like a little point system, and you get so many checks or so many good days of behavior, and then maybe we talk it over. No.
I'll go see if they have any gold star stickers upstairs.
Right.
For the chart.
Exactly. See, teamwork. Yeah. Exactly.
I'll stay with him and I'll report back on how good he's been.
Mr. Smith nods. Oliver, Leo, I don't think you can hear anything because you're standing in the basement and the others are talking. Oliver, on the other hand, there's 3 is more than plenty. Yeah. Well, it's dark outside, but you can obviously see something. People are staying inside. It seems like you don't want to go out into the street when it's super dark and well, no street lights. You hear police sirens, not getting closer, but in the periphery. You start to hear the smashing of windows, you think. People being mugged nearby. And then a kind of a almost ear-shattering, if it was not so far away, but you start to hear the rumblings of thunder. Which is weird, you think, in January, but okay. But there are a lot of chaotic sounds in the neighborhood at the moment because of the power outage or blackout. And obviously the ravens are making quite a lot of sound as well, even though they are slowly taking off.
And he's like looking, he's just like listening, and he's like looking around. You could probably see like the shadows of people moving around and just sort of like the birds clearing out, just like this chaotic scene. And he's gonna take a step back from like the windows of the shop, and he's gonna go downstairs, and he's just going to inform the crew, like, seems to be strange activity happening outside. All the power's out.
Is there a scientific explanation?
The same one that took the pigeons, I guess.
Maybe just like a climate event, right? You know, freak weather. I mean,
I don't know. Lots of strange activity in this area recently.
We could
Lots of
ask.
ravens.
We should gather some information. It may be important for survival.
I mean, it is quite weird shit happens here. People disappear all the time.
I'm inclined to agree with Leo. Like, I mean, what night have we had since we got into this godforsaken city that has been even remotely normal? Like, it feels like a Tuesday to me.
But it's Thursday.
I get those confused sometimes. Yeah. The days of the week.
It's a T.
Exactly. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Thank you for that. Keeping track of time. Just can't be bothered. Yeah.
We've not exactly had an army of ravens appearing before, so that is technically kind of new.
Oh, I thought they were just with the pigeons. I'm sorry. I was under
No.
that impression. No, they're not.
Pigeons
They're
and
not in
birds.
collusion
No.
with the pigeons. There's no pigeon-raven collusion.
No. Of all the mafias, they are not in on it together.
Okay.
They are birds that are, in fact, not flocking together.
The only
Namely because the pigeons are dead now, but
Yeah.
Except-
Whatever happened, just
except the one on Emery's shoulder.
I was just
yeah,
going to say,
Chip.
not
Chip is fine.
No,
Chip is fine.
we'd have thrown down if something happened to Chip. That's fine.
that's fair. But why is Chip alive? Is Chip special in some way?
Because he's a chip off my shoulder. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, an extension of yourself. I got it. Yeah.
You all
Seeing
start.
Chip in a new light.
Your hearts begin to hear the rumblings of thunder. Still no lightning bolts or any flashes. Well, we are in a basement, so, but it seems far away. But it is kind of weird. Usually, the web is between Dave and I, but Dave, you get a tinkle in your head. You hear Josh. He's kind of distressed, it sounds like, and he's speaking in his, well, not his inside voice. You're probably the only one who knows Josh's inside voice, but his narrator voice. He's saying, "The sun will rise in London, the rose which rides the lightning. The holy men will find and imprison us. The grandson of the Dullmonger will slam his hands on the fledglings. The black angel will free the fallen. If the phoenix is jailed. Beware, Dave. We are the only ones who know, the only ones who can see. We have to guide the others. We are their only hope."
We're all so screwed. Right. Either Josh is playing a new game, there's a cutscene going on, or we could probably go and have a chat with him and find out what's going on. Were we supposed to be going to the Fist anyway? I lose track.
I mean, we can head over there. Why not?
Might be worth a trip. Josh is wigging out.
Wow.
It's a fight night.
That's Tuesday.
Oh, now I'm confusing my tea days.
I always thought it was Saturday night was fight night.
Not Tuesday.
Okay.
Do we know if the whole city's out? Or is this just a local Croydon thing?
I think Josh thinks this is more of an everywhere thing.
Oh, okay. That's probably a bigger problem then. Yeah.
Josh is a bit like one of those weather vanes, so as there's lots of thunder, there may be some lightning soon. It might be safer to be stood next to one of those weather vanes so they can get hit rather than us.
I like the way I like where your head's at. I'm in agreement with this. I'm always surprised when I agree with you, but you're making sense right now. You're not talking about freeing possessed people, so I'm on board.
Well, we could also do that instead.
No, I don't think we need to add that condition to this whole plan of yours. I think you were good. I think trying to perfect it too much is just going to mess it up, really, honestly.
No, I've got every faith in you.
I know you do, and I wish I could share that with you, but I can't at this time. So
At this time.
yeah.
In the hospital, you were fine then. After one little sip of the, then you went straight on. Right, so to the Fist.
He's gonna open his mouth several times as if to say something he's just not going to.
Oliver, your ears are still kind of going in bat mode, and you start to hear scratching inside the wall. Can everyone see where I'm pinging? Oh, it's not showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. While the others are talking, you start. It's kind of it sounds like nails against rock. You think, or something harder, perhaps.
Oliver will do that thing where he puts like his hand up, and he's going to, like, open the door. Is that like a door behind him?
Yeah.
I got it. How do you ping him again? I'm sorry. I don't know.
Hold left
This is a
click.
future reference.
I think it's control and just.
Oh, I just hold left click. That works.
Oh yeah.
And he's going to
Move the big ass crate, I think, and
move the crate over, and he's going to like listen. And he's going to put his ear up to like this up to the concrete wall and like listen.
Well, the rest of you obviously see Oliver leave the room and do this, but is you hear the scratching, and then the scratching kind of becomes like a sounds like a chisel hammering against the walls. And then when you lean back a little bit, you can start kind of see the brick wall is starting to come out. Something is trying to break through the wall, and it's clearly not the size of a rat.
With my heightened senses, do I detect like a heartbeat or like strained breath coming from the other side, or no?
Nothing. There's a kind of a it's not rotten, but there's definitely something wrong with it. The smell coming from in there. It's a mixture of sewage and you think raw meat. Actually, with your nose and your particular appetite, definitely raw meat.
And he's like, eyes up, everyone. Something's coming through.
Can everyone please do a dex and wits for me?
Alright, pulling my gun while rolling. Let's go.
Oh God.
You said Dex and Wits?
Yes, please.
Well, Luke is as ninja as ever.
Well, I'll be damned. That's not a bad roll for me. I'm not used to those.
I was about to say, Oliver's pretty swift too.
I don't know what's happening. Something's wrong, guys. Something's not right.
Look, we started off with a Pidgicide and then got an SOS from, you know, our favorite detective, and now you've got something scratching behind the wall. Look, everything's wrong.
Thunder is coming. That I, as the player, have an idea of what it is, but Oliver doesn't know, and I'm scared.
Let me just see your rolls here.
I got a 4.
Dave was a 2. Actually, this is I'm gonna do this in an easy way. What did you get, Oliver?
I got a 5.
A 5. Luke, you were
4.
4.
Slightly slower than Oliver for once.
Dave,
2.
2. Leo, you muted.
3.
3. Emery 3. And Marie.
2.
I'm impressed AF because I only had 4 dice, so the fact that I got 3 successes is like, woo.
That's not bad at all. That's a nice showing.
She's ready to roll. She's ready to throw hands.
I got 3 for 3.
Well,
Fantastic.
let's just put it there, and then reveal some areas. Whoop.
This is where you get the little hidden door revealing the noise that you play in Legend of Zelda.
Oh God! Oh no!
What comes out is just a representation, but what comes out of the wall, or at least trying to, it looks like 5 people that has been put together to look like a hand,
See,
like a human size. It's obviously not as tall as a human because it's kind of like a spider in that sense. It's more like it has bigger diameter, but it's 5 people put together, where like the middle of it is the torsos and multiple heads kind of melted in together, where you see like there's probably around 9 or 10 eyes on top that can have like a 360-degree view. But it's not surprising you, so I'm gonna ask you, Oliver, since you're first, what's your intention towards this monstrosity?
He's going to buy people a little bit more time to get ready, and he's going to move the crate in front of the opening. The crate that had been moved over, he's going to move it in its place again. To like hold it back.
I think a strength and athletics roll. 3. It's fine. You can re-roll after if you want to, but I'm just gonna do a roll here, which is a 3. It goes into favor of the player, so at least for this round, it's not bursting directly through the crate, but you can definitely feel there's some power in this. It's pretty strong.
Oliver is basically straining to hold this thing back, right?
Yeah, he's like holding it. It's bad.
Hold door! Hold door!
Hold on. I don't know what this is. Oh God! I just imagine you hear like the thing scream in the background, like this horrific sound.
Right. This is, if we were playing Call of Cthulhu, this would definitely be a sanity check.
Yeah, I was gonna say sanity check all around.
The next up is Luke. What is your intention? Oliver is holding it back for the moment, but it just burst through a wall of stone, so a wooden box is probably not going to hold it for long.
Did I get a glimpse of it? Do I kind of understand what it is, what the abomination we're dealing with here? Or was that only Oliver that saw it?
Oh yeah, you saw it. It's kind of
good.
it
Okay,
burst
okay.
through the wall, and then he kind of like
There were hands
Yeah.
and shit. Exactly. Okay. I want to help Oliver here. I want to be a team player, right? But also, I'm not crazy about fighting a multi-limbed abomination or horror from beyond. So Luke is so much better at running and hiding than he is. I mean, he's not a bad fighter too, but like right now he's like, fuck. Let's see here. I'm just checking my other powers.
You have your arms.
I do have my arms. Yes. You know what? I just haven't had a chance to use them yet. I am going to. Well, if it's not here yet, I am. What I'm going to do is, well, no, I guess I can't because it would take a turn for each of those. But yeah, I would definitely be ready to use the arms. I could help Oliver with the arms, or I could use the arms to. Well, the box isn't. I could essentially hold this thing, I suppose. Sorry, I'm going to make a decision sometime this year. So, arms. Let's just do with that. Yeah, ready to use them as soon as this thing breaks through.
Yes. Well, do a rouse.
Okay.
And you can also move yourself to, if you don't want to be
hunger.
right there, because you don't have to actually be right next to your arms. You just have to.
No.
See,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I don't know what the distance is on those, but like he's gonna stand as far away as he can and still be useful. So
Yeah. Emery, what's your intention here?
To follow suit with Luke, because I also am more of a hidey kind of person. I am not a fighty or bitey kind of person. So
So cower under the couch.
I have a pigeon.
super pigeon.
Super pigeon. Chip to the rescue. Yeah, I am looking at my specialties, and absolutely none of them apply in this situation. So that's fun and exciting for us. I guess I guess I could do a check maybe. I don't know. I'm not into fighting, and something tells me that
I mean, doing a stealth roll is perfectly fine as well. At least you won't get the attention.
I think that's what I'm gonna have to do, because I got nothing. Otherwise I would just kind of, I'm just over here wishing I would have taken Fatal Flaw. That's what I'm gonna think.
Well, you have as long as you're standing still, you're invisible with your cloak of shadows. So
and something tells me. Oh, continue.
No, it's just so just move yourself to where you would like to hide, I would say.
Can I hide on the stairs?
Yeah.
So I'm hiding over there. Do I need to? You want me to make a stealth roll?
No, it's fine. If anything would sense the unseen or something, then you'll have to roll. But these things do not have aspects. So as long as you're standing there, you're perfectly invisible.
They have the upper hand because they have 5, but I am hidden for now.
Then we have Leo.
I will pull out my gun.
Yes.
And I'll just aim towards the wall. Like, what the fuck is that thing?
Are you standing around the using the door frame as cover, or what's the situation here?
I'll just walk over to the stairs.
Yeah.
Ready to shoot if that thing gets through the crate.
Yes. Well, you're going into aware mode, so please give me a wits and awareness with your aspects on top, and I'll let that be your turn. Marie and Dave at the same time, but I guess I'll just Marie first. What's your intention?
First of all, do I know if severe sounds like, for example, gunfire will actually be listened in the street, especially with all the noise on here? Do I have to roll you for determining how soundproof is our basement?
It is pretty soundproof, but Leo is holding a Desert Eagle, so that's gonna make some noise. And yes, it will probably be able to be heard, at least a couple of houses away. But also, there's a lot of noise in the street at the moment, and there is thunder.
All right, that's what I wanted to ask. Then I'm going to pull out the gun. I'm going to scream, "Look out for your ears!" And I'm going to shoot at the thing, giving the warning in case someone has heightened senses. But I want to actually be ready to shoot at it the moment it comes out.
Yeah. All right.
And do that. Prepare the gun to fire. Tell me when to.
Yeah. Well, can't hit it now because you're gonna shoot through Oliver, or you can. But it'll have to be a really good.
I mean, I would like to. Yes, if I have to move in order to actually like put myself here, so if it's possible, I have to roll do anything. But I would like to actually look into a good spot to find aim.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes. Then we have Dave. What do you want to do here?
Mr. Smith, you said you could help keep things out. That'll help.
Do not ask. I don't think we need Miss Smith right now, Dave. Right.
You can come close to me and then I can protect you. The door is also warded against these things. As long as you stay in here, you're fine.
That sounds like a plan.
I'm not going to let that thing touch my stuff.
Alrighty. We jump to Oliver again. Yeah, the wood is not gonna hold. It's gonna burst through Oliver. So, are you gonna go for an attack as it kind of goes through, or you want to catch it or give it a hug? What's your intention here?
Give it a hug.
I am thinking about giving it a hug. I'm going to rouse. Hell yeah. It's my day. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna do toughness. So that's good. That's active. I just wanted to make that so it's activated, and
yes.
I'm going to. It's like the wood splintering on the crate. Like, is it about to come through right now?
Yeah,
I can sense it giving way.
Basically, like you can feel the crackle, and it's just gonna push through and into you, basically with something sharp. I'm gonna pretend it's claws, because they work like claws, but they're probably not claws. More like bone spikes.
Oh shit.
Also, I forgot to say, Leo from upstairs, listening, you can hear the front window shattering. 2 things come in, and the back door also is being, shattered.
Lovely. Yay.
Sorry, Oliver, continue.
I'm still trying to figure out. I think what he would do is, like when it breaks through, he would probably like kind of take a step back, and he sees like the spikes, and that's when he would use he would focus, like this is gonna hurt, and he's gonna go in and try and I think he's just gonna try and bite it.
Yep.
That's like his thing.
Yep.
So.
And you are it's made of flesh, so that should be fine. It's gonna be a kind of thing where it tries to slash you and you try to bite it. So I'm just gonna make that roll now, along with you.
Oh no, I'm not gonna use. Never mind. I'll just go for it, bro. Strength, and then I get 1 for bite. Ooh, that doesn't affect the damage at all, but
It's still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You have toughness on, that's reducing it by 3. Cannot go lower than 1, so you get 1 superficial damage.
It's canon.
And it's a crit. Your teeth usually deal 2, right?
With monstrous bite, it's 3 ag.
3 ag.
Aggravated.
All right. It's a crit. I'll reward you and say you deal double damage.
Oh shit.
So 6 ag. It's still standing though, even though you take a huge chunk out of it. Alrighty, that's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Luke, it's bursting through. It's slashing at Oliver. Oliver is eating it, it seems.
So I heard Dave ask the thing on the wall, Mr. Smith, about safety areas of safety and things like that. And right?
Yeah, you're pretty close. You're standing right
Okay.
there. So yeah.
That's why I was hoping that would be true. Would have accepted it if not, but I understand. So would it be possible then to stand behind the ward of the door and still extend my arms forward? Okay, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do that because then I can maximize my safety as well as, hold this thing in place. So Oliver can just have lunch on it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So arms of Ahriman.
Let's say wits and oblivion, I believe.
It is wits and oblivion, and that's what it's.
Oh, are you trying to grapple it or slap it?
See, I think if I just grapple it and hold it down, Oliver can go to town on it.
Yeah, I'm just asking because for the damage.
I don't want it basically swinging at him. Like I want him to be able to. I want it to basically be restrained so he can go ham on it. That's my idea.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and I'm going to surge because why not? Go put a little extra on these arms, and
stank on it.
That's right. And so there we go. That's a critical hit. That's 8 successes.
Yeah.
There are powerful arms at work there. So yeah, you see these shadowy tendrils like whip out, right? And this has got to be a visceral experience for you, Oliver, because you've been subjected to this already. Yeah. So you see Luke's, like shadowy tendrils, the same kind of tentacles that basically held you upside down and slapped you and humiliated you, when Nemesis was here, like basically grab onto each arm of this thing and wrench it back against the wall, and basically like tie it down, and like they're holding it firmly. So, and then Luke is going to say, "Good enough for you? Is that good enough?" so yeah, 8 successes, crit.
Yeah, it seems very stuck.
And now he's really hungry.
Hungry boy.
Yeah.
Emery, standing in the corner by the stairs. You can hear from upstairs something is trying to tear through the hatch at the top of the stairs. You are invisible, clearly. Leo cannot see you at the moment because he's not looking. But do you just want to keep standing there, or are you changing your intention?
Am I protected by the demon in the corner where I'm at?
No. You have
So
to go inside where Marie warded the area against ghouls.
Yeah, I think I would go towards that area then.
Yeah, so become visible, move, become invisible again.
Can I say something to the demon?
Yeah, definitely. It has to be a short thing, but yes.
Yeah. So my question would be, she would probably use her language, because she knows that there's like going between, there's like clearly some like communication that's been going on. So, and who's in the room with us?
Dave.
Right now? Dave. If I were to say, do you understand me in Arabic, would I get a response?
It replies in Arabic, yes.
So then I would ask, do you know what's going on?
You're being attacked.
Noted. She will nod and then just stand with her hand on her hip, and that's what she will do. Yeah.
I think it will.
Yep.
It's using the word sieged, actually.
Sieged.
Yeah.
Noted. Even better. Love that for us. So, okie dokie. Yeah. So she's gonna sit there because I don't think that I don't think she would send Chip out knowing, because like me as a player wants to send a message out, but also all the other birds died, so she's gonna keep Chip.
Yeah.
Where he's at for now. And then I'll end my turn.
Yes. Leo? Something bursts. Yeah, something bursts, kind of like you just see a crack, and then something that's a leg, you think, with spikes on it, goes through the hatch, but you can shoot through the hole, or well, the fleshy limb coming through it. So definitely make a firearms and dex.
Good. Right. I forget how many dots I have in this. And by that I mean little to none. 2.
2. It's a hit, and a deagle is +4 damage, so you do 3 superficial to it.
See, it's good when something's held down. It makes it easy to aim and point and shoot.
Oh no, I believe I'm shooting at the one that just came out of the hatch
Oh.
through the stairs.
Yeah. But let me see here. Moving that. Marie, you want to have a go with the gun at whatever Oliver is fighting, or the one that came down the stairs?
All right. Seeing that these don't seem to be made of gold or anything, and the words are not working, I think do I see the one that do I see the one that Oliver is fighting weakened, like really?
Well, it's been held against the wall, and he's kind of tearing flesh pieces out of it with his teeth. It seems pretty incapacitated, and Oliver is, well, feral at the moment.
I think I want to try and finish it off if it's possible, so that Oliver can do the heavy lifting against the fresh one. So I'm going to try and finish it off with a gunshot.
Yes.
So because I had it ready from before, can I roll composure instead of dexterity?
Definitely.
Alright. And taking that 3, I also have an eagle, so it will be 4 superficial damage if I land, because it's rounded up.
Well, I'm gonna say because of Luke's massive thing and it's kind of held down, you finish it with the last damage. It kind of does what Kind does, but in a weird way, where it's just, instead of ash and the limbs or the body parts, they fall apart, like separates from each other, and there's this goo left amongst the pile of flesh and chunks.
All right.
Yummy.
I ate that.
I'm going to squint at both the visual and the sound of the eagle flying off in this touch space, and I'm going to focus on the next one.
I hope people who hide centers have them turned off. You're not stupid. A deagle is loud.
I mean, I tried to warn them, so since they do, it's their fault. I gave them an entire turn.
Dave, well, Emery and Mrs. Smith are having a conversation in Arabic, it seems.
Happy to go in and help with the one coming down the stairs. Mr. Smith will keep talking, so.
Yeah.
He's got brass knuckles, that should do.
Yeah. Do, well, either dex or strength with brawl. 6 with a crit. I guess it's a +1 for brass knuckles. It's a crit, so I'm not gonna half the superficial damage. You give it a pretty good hit. Like, you definitely hear bone and something crack as your fist kind of plummets into it. I think Leo, you might be surprised by Dave's strength at the moment. Maybe he developed potence overnight. That would be a 7 superficial. You can hear 2 more things above you trying to squeeze through, and it's kind of, the hatch is gone, and now they're just tearing at the floorboards to make the hole bigger. But we go back to Oliver. The, well, thing in front of you or beneath you or against the wall is a fleshy pile of goo. What is your intention?
He's gonna see it just like dissolve in front of him. He's like, ugh. It's like, and he looks over at Luke and Marie, and he just kind of like gives like a nod, like a cool action movie nod. And then he looks over and he's gonna see the it's tearing through the floorboards. It's like
well, yeah, Dave is punching at it, Leo is shooting it, but you can hear, well, and see more limbs coming down where the hatch is, kind of making the hole bigger, but they're not gonna get through now.
And he's just gonna run over and like prepare. Like the moment they break through, he's gonna pounce So
Yeah. Well, you have your leap and everything, so make your roll.
oh, are they breaking through right now? My bad.
No, I'm assuming you're going for the one on the stair.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. But just make your usual brawl thing.
4 successes.
4. Well, you just need to land your thing, and it's ag.
Yep, 3 aggravated.
So that will be 6 superficial, I guess. All right, Dave. I know you're last in the round, but it's gonna hit at you. So do you want to spend your action dodging, or trying to, at least?
Trying to, at least.
Yeah. I'll give you the difficulty, and then you can take that into account, and that would be a 3.
More than Dave can do.
Dex Athletics, you can of course rouse if you want to. You take 3 superficial damage. It's not halved. Apparently those claws are fairly weaponry sharp, kind of going through your shoulder. One of those bone spikes that's coming from the finger of this creature. But yeah,
Dave, never not a fighter.
that was Oliver. Luke.
This might be a weird question. I understand your answer could be any number of different things. But as I understand the positioning of everything on the screen here, my companions are going to work on this thing.
Yes. There's 2 more things coming through though.
Okay.
Your tendrils are 2-dimensional, so they can technically hit the things above.
Okay, so we got the one on the stairs here, and then we have 2 more breaking through.
Yes.
You know, at this point, probably going to advise that we need to probably vacate this area. We're under siege, even though I don't like the idea of leaving these things alone with Mr. Possessed Person in the back there. I don't know how many more of these we can get through. But I will do my part to try to grapple these up, like to try to hold these back until, everything else, until we can get away, basically. So more arms.
Yes.
More arms.
Make your wits and oblivion.
I'm gonna do. That's 4 successes. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna willpower reroll. That's 2 more.
2 more. All right.
So 6, and I'm gonna rouse here for the hunger. Woohoo! And I pass. So 6 successes.
Yep. I am gonna put let's say that. Can you actually see that? Oh, in the corner. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna put it here, just for the sake of being easy. But it has a little icon.
Nice, I love it. Yeah, no, I like it. That's cool. Yeah.
Then we have Emily. Still just conversing with
I am 100% at a loss because I have 0 skills whatsoever, so I don't want to be a sitting duck, but I physically am at a loss. So if any storyteller or player has an idea, I'd be more than open, because I physically have no discipline that is outside of controlling hit-ins, and they are all dead. So I don't have anything.
Hiding is a total valid option.
But I am doing nothing for an hour, so I would like to do something so I can play the game, but I don't know what else I can do to.
Do you have any weapons at all that you can?
I have 0 weapons. I have 0 weapons, and I only have animalism, and the pigeons are dead, so I can't get a pigeon outside because it's locked, and I don't have any weapons, so that's fun and exciting, and I can track a victim, but I don't know to what degree unerring pursuit.
Grab a table leg? I don't know.
I do have power tools technically, so technically I think like the only out of box thing, because I have
nail gun,
so I could totally take like a nail gun or a
just
saw.
have a random chainsaw line,
or a concrete drill or something. That's also fine. But yeah, a nail gun. You could do a nail gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll allow you to do that if you want to shoot with your. It's also extra points for creativity.
pull out the
Yeah.
the DeWalt or whatever and just go to town. Yeah.
So then, if I'm using the nail gun, if you see her coming out,
I don't know what kind of.
I have-
This is.
here's the second fun part of that. I do have like 3 parts stamina and 2 dots in strength, but I have 0 athletics, 0 brawl, 0 firearms, 0 melee. So even if I could,
Do you have composure?
I do have composure.
Because composure is usually used with firearms, and our storyteller might be willing to allow you to use it to fire your nail gun
Definitely.
and maintain composure. So there you go.
You can always rouse.
And then you have a specialty with like power tools, you know.
Right.
Do
A dodge.
I don't know, a weird thing, but like a craft and composure to shoot. We're doing some fun things. We're doing fun things.
Let's see. So if I'm doing craft and composure
Yeah.
plus my specialty, let's try this. I'm crafting a weapon.
Yeah. You're crafting a hand being nailed to the wall.
I'm gonna nail this idea down.
You're just hanging decorations.
Okay, so it's a
Right.
critical hit.
Alright.
Love that. Okay, so okay, so I got 5 successes.
It was clearly meant to be. Yeah.
I guess I did get a 1 on the hunger dice, but you know it's fine.
Well, past you guys with apparently she's very good with her tools because it lands a few nails in that thing, long nails I assume, and it turns into a pile of goo, and the 2 next are bursting through. Well, one of them are being hauled down.
Is that a freaking nail gun?
Just handy with tools. The tool guy.
I am the biggest fan right now. So soulful.
Leo, continue shooting or backing up a bit, maybe. I don't know. You can do both.
Yeah, I'll just back up a little bit and then I'll just keep shooting up the stairs.
Yeah.
Can I use composure instead of dexterity?
Yes.
Yay.
It's the sniper's way of shooting. Dexterity is the cowboy's way of shooting.
Honestly, resolve is the sniper's way of shooting.
1.
Go, Leo.
Well, it's a hit. You do. Wait, are you shooting the one being held down or the one moving?
Just one of them.
I'm gonna say the one not moving then, because then it's definitely a hit. And then we have Marie. Marie, I need you to do a thing before you take
Here's the
it.
thing. I would like to ask before, because we went up for a second, like a few minutes ago, because of all the pigeons that. Where was Isa's goal? Was he here or was he like Emil?
He left very early in the night.
All right, he left, so it should be safe. All right, so if I have the knowledge that he's not going to be up there, I'm going to relax and yes, keep shooting. Giving some kind, helping my pack mates by being healthy and safe.
Yeah.
take you.
Before you do that, I need you to do a ritual roll.
All right, perfect then. Intelligence plus. So if I notice that, I would like to activate my Blood of Potency, if you don't mind.
That's totally fine.
I would like to activate Blood of Potency then, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, rolling it. Yes, taking that 4. I have 2 Blood Potency 2 now, and rolling real quick. Here it is. Yeah, I'm taking that.
Nice.
Definitely taking that.
Wow.
Did
That's
you?
a 7. That's 7 successes for our audience.
Well, it's not.
Do interrupt check.
I'm gonna try my best to explain this, but the walls here, to the way I understand it, the ward begins in this wall here.
Yes.
Yes.
This wall here, the leftmost wall, something is trying to get through there in the sewers,
no.
but it's being repelled by your ward. You can definitely feel it's not breaking through, and something is definitely heard on the other side. This is a good deterrent.
All right, I'm going to yell this information. Another one coming through in this hall behind us, and I'm going to shoot before heading back into this room so that I can help containing it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm rolling you the firearms real quick. Composure. All right, yeah, taking that. I'm shooting the one that they are grappling in case I am able to aim.
Yes.
If I land it will be a +4, so 3 superficial damage.
Yeah.
If I land it.
It is totally fine.
All right, and then I'm going to go back into the room. I will cover that part. Be careful. Please don't make a mess of.
Dave, did you dodge this round or? Yeah. You can move if you want to, but other than that, you're trying to at least be dexterous. Oliver, another thing is bursting through on top of the pile of goo on the stair. That's probably made it a little bit slippery. The other one is being held down and currently shot at. What is your intention?
Oliver is going to, when an appendage comes through the one at the top of the stairs, he's going to grab it and rip it down so it falls down the stairs into like a prone position. If that's possible.
Yeah. We're gonna do an opposed roll. So you do a grappling roll, strength. Let me give you the.
I think I'll blood surge this one.
Let me give you the difficulty.
I was a fool. So now I have 2 hunger.
Yeah. And your difficulty is 2. Shouldn't be an issue.
Yep.
6. Yeah. Well, you have it grappled, and you can start biting it the next turn.
Yep. That's my turn.
Yeah. Luke, continuing to hold down the beast.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like my role here is crowd control to try to like help the rest of my team here manage this situation. So,
Yeah.
given the fact that we are dealing, it seems like with an endless number of these things, and I really think our storyteller just wants us to unleash the demon here. But so I'm going to just go ahead and continue to do what I'm doing. If I need to roll again, I will. But yeah,
I'm just checking your previous roll. How many successes you had? 6. Yeah, it rolled a 4, so it's not breaking out of your arms.
Yeah.
It's continuously held down.
Yep. I got this one. Keep doing good work, guys.
Yep. We are at the end of 3 turns, I think. 2 of them are pinned down, and that's the only 2 left. So what happens is, I think Marie and Leo are just emptying everything they have, probably along with Dave, just slamming down on the one being held down, while Oliver is tearing the thing apart that he's on top of. Obviously, there's been a lot of noise within the last, I don't know, 20 seconds or something, 30 maybe, if I'm being generous with time. But yeah, there's a sewer smell in here, a lot of blood, a lot of viscera. Some of you, Oliver mostly, are covered in chunks of meat and blood and goo, and it's gonna take more than a mop to clean the basement. Probably a good hose, but from within the wall, where it came out, bursting through, you find to your surprise a manhole inside the wall.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gabriel really knows how to pick a haven, doesn't he? This place has more holes in it than, I mean, damn.
That probably goes down to the Indian burial ground. Just what we need.
Exactly.
I always wanted my own room in here.
Marie, you can also feel they have stopped trying to punch the wall because it hurts them a lot.
I really don't want to go into the sewer, guys.
I would like to ask, the one that was coming to here, do I sense that the word stop, protecting, or I'm still sensing something trying to come through?
No, it's the wall is holding, but it has stopped trying to break through it because it hurts it a lot. Like,
Alright,
it takes 1 aggravated damage each time it tries to punch the wall.
Yeah.
So, but it has stopped.
All right. I will share this. And the rest ones seem to be unable to enter to the protections. So, but just in case, I may put some extra planks in here.
And you didn't bleed. That's a win.
Yeah, incredible, right? I'm very proud of myself this night. Thank you very much for noticing it.
You're so welcome. Yeah, I think you're doing a great job. Yeah,
You're really doing really well with all the shallow arms of the abyss. And really sneaky, but effective.
Wasn't it great? Wasn't it great? I mean, didn't I? Yeah. See, Nemesis and I, we can do the same thing.
Having said that, we'll have to really solve them. I may be able to, patch up the holes, but we still need to be more careful in the future. I will set some extra protections around here.
Yeah. You might want to do a 360 thing, right? The ceilings, the floor, all the doors and walls and everything else around here. We may just want to check the blueprints in case this is like an entire labyrinth. Set up by an ancient civilization that goes down 36 levels. We just want to, because, from what I see, we are just discovering new parts of this haven all the time. So,
we need to, I may have to work even the damn toilet at this rate.
It's the ruins of Undermountain down there.
Right, exactly.
Maria, I forgot
we're on the same page.
It's not relevant because you succeeded, but you do have a +3 at the moment to all your ritual shit because the demon is very much on.
Oh, yeah, the demon is +3. I thought it was +1. I forgot to add the +1, but it's good to know it's +3. Yeah. Perfect. Having said that, I'm going to maybe I have a peek at the hole you mentioned. As in, investigating it, noticing if there are more leeways, if maybe I could actually do something with it, either sealing up like for good with good material, making sure I am building heavy with a lot of inches wall or anything.
You can fill it with concrete, or you can ward it. That's probably the two easiest ways of doing it.
Why not both? But yeah, do I notice anything else other than like maybe it's leading somewhere, or it's maybe an extra room that we did not notice first time?
It's definitely a sewer pipe. Even the smell gives it away. It's a way out for you guys, but it's also a way in for other people. Should they know how to enter, and someone clearly knows you live here.
Exactly. Well, we have to pay a visit to these Sabbath freaks, or, well, maybe not them. I'm not very sure, but I think this looks more like a Sabbath thing.
Yeah.
It's probably because of that kid we killed, right?
I like where your head's at. Yeah, I went there too, same page.
Luke, you hear Yaroslav laughing in your head. He is coming for you. You will all die.
Yeah. Yeah, the voices in my head tell me that, Leo, you're probably onto something there.
Oh, that's not disturbing at all. Okay.
If possible, like it may be a long shot, but if it's can I roll for what Salsa is, or Slatsta? I don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't know either, but yeah, sure, do an occult.
Because maybe if I know something they are made from servants, I might take something from that. 1 second, occult plus intelligence. Yeah. Yes, I'm taking that.
Wow.
Damn. That's what I'm talking
Marie.
about. 8 critical.
Okay, yes, you know Shimishi. You've heard a lot about Shimishi. It's flesh crafting. It's Schlachter is many things. Sometimes it's just used for holding a book, but these are clearly made for war. They were used a lot during medieval times and Renaissance, and I don't know. It's clearly a very Masquerade breachy thing. So yes, Shimishi, and yes, probably definitely Sabbat. And these are, as I said, they're war slachtas.
Perfect. So knowing that, and knowing that you tend to use commoners, people, all that, it's probably really hard or not something. But I might investigate the remains from these things. Maybe they have some kind of identification because they work at a really specific place, or maybe I can find traces of them working in some chemical building, which may lead us to some kind of base. Maybe something I can trace back, some kind of clue as to who did this.
So you want to collect some samples, or
Yeah, exactly, samples and clues from the remains.
Yes, definitely.
I'm gonna put down $100 that this takes us directly into the sewer, and I'm not liking it at all.
I thought we will smell. I don't think we will ever be able to smell clean in this place. I swear.
No, I don't think so either. I hate it.
Right, then I will go see. I'm searching these remains for clues then.
Well, you collect your samples. Is anyone else doing anything in the meantime? I mean,
Oliver, storyteller, I have a terrible question to ask you.
You want to eat these things, don't you?
I
yes,
hunger.
yes, you can get. You cannot go below one, but yes, you can. You can eat this.
Yeah.
Do not
just
eat
have it,
my
like-
samples.
He just digs in, doesn't he? He's just, yeah. Okay.
Like almost like a slightly more sophisticated zombie. Just
Wow.
eating one
That's
of
not
them
better though. It's like he sets himself up with a bib and everything, like, whoa.
Yes, indeed. And I would like to just, while I'm eating, would I be able to like rouse just to get rid of that superficial?
Definitely.
And he's just like eating. And do you want me to roll, or just because I just have like a big thing of flesh in front of me?
It's fine. You're
Like,
gonna.
It's just quibbling, you know, just like kind of like Jello.
Yeah, and he just
It is very much the consistency of like paste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll still eat it. I'm like a garbage disposal, guys. I don't know what to tell you. But once he's finished eating, he looks back at the group and you see like it's like fucking Wolverine where like the wound heals up, and he's like, if people want us dead, we need to deal with this now, tonight.
Well,
Or we just don't go here anymore.
you hear wind from upstairs because the door and the windows are shattered. So there's a bit of a draft. Oliver and Leo, you hear sirens approaching, obviously.
We gotta go, the cops are coming.
And also the thunder is getting closer. Thunder. So gathering samples and leaving.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm taking the front door.
You're not wanting to go into the sewer?
No.
Leo?
The
No.
last time we took the front door, we got shot with something that rotted our flesh off.
The
of
last
our
time we took
bodies.
the sewers, my clothes got destroyed, so like I'll take the chance.
It's the good
Can't you
thing
make
is
new clothes?
it's
Can't you make new clothes?
it's dark outside.
Hey.
Emery, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a freebie. It's usually requiring a rouse, but you have been here for a while now, and the pigeons have started together. You have a power to not control, but at least see through the pigeons. You kind of your power is unlocked in this moment, let's say, and the streets are dark. There's no one outside. All the cameras, obviously, fried, and. Like the candlelights are coming on in people's houses, but it seems very much like it's weird because it's London, but the streets are completely abandoned except for like the corpses of dead pigeons. So the rest of you, Emery's eyes kind of become white for a moment, like she's doing a brand Game of Thrones thingy.
And she would, after you see this, she would definitely come through, and you would definitely see that she would let you all know that it seems like it's a little more safe up there now than it was before.
Fantastic. That's,
Now run to
well,
the
it
front.
probably smells better than the sewer, at least. Yeah. So, I mean, I think we all need hazmat suits if we're going to go down there. So,
Point also
Yeah.
being that nobody's gonna see you on a camera leaving this.
assuming the cameras even still work, right? You know, we're experiencing a blackout here.
Yeah,
so
there's nothing. No power. You come outside.
Yeah.
This is, well, when you look at it, it's Luke, but turned up to a nuclear level. And I assume you head to the fist.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose that's better than going to the sewer.
Getting in your Scooby-Doo van.
Taking into account that we have this demon chained, can we think of any way of protecting the place other than someone, keeping ward?
I thought that's what you did. Didn't you ward it?
I mean, yes, warding it, but I still can't ward it against Kindred, for example.
You mean like actually have real people standing by and going, "Do not come in here"?
Basically, or maybe, warning in case someone does come in here.
Let's just lock the door. I think we're okay.
The windows.
What
are
about the
broken
smashed windows?
We could board those up a little bit. Here, one plank. There we go. You got your power tools, right? You're
I
good
do
with
have
this,
the power
aren't you?
You
tools.
have 1.5 minutes till the police arrives.
We're leaving.
Oliver just kind of like looks. He's like, if they come downstairs, they're gonna find him chained up. That's a masquerade breach and a half. What are we going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to scare them away. You haven't got to worry about that.
He'll say it's consensual.
Yeah,
I'm going to do what I can in order to. I'm going to do what I can in order to either seal up or cover the more inconspicuous doors. I'm basically trying to conceal what's happening here, make it just so that
1 minute.
something weird seems to be. So if I may, I would have the evidence that Orphan hasn't eaten up and save it here, where somewhere where it won't be a problem even born if needed.
It's unless you have a lot of celerity, you cannot do this in time. Sorry, it's unless you want to be here when the police arrives.
We could talk him down.
I've got cloud memory.
I mean, we could then talk them out.
How about we just avoid them altogether? If they come down and find Mr. Smith in the basement, I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be okay. I'm
We are
with Dave
sure
on this. I
those
think.
they find him.
Yeah, but like if they do, they'll just have their minds fucked with. He'll just do his demon possession thing, and I'm sure they'll be okay.
While this conversation's going down, could I push a shelf over the door that goes downstairs?
So resourceful.
I'll just walk away.
Yeah.
Just kind of,
Yeah.
and Frank it, just kind of hide the passageway, just.
It is inside it is inside the freezer. Everything is obviously melting because no power. But yeah, you can definitely just turn something down on or a pallet or cover at least that hole.
Yeah. So you'll see Emery going to the corner. She's gonna push it. She's like, "Look."
While walking
It's
out the
fine.
store, Leo will just put his hands to both sides and just kind of pull stuff down as if a robbery has occurred.
I thought we had no time for that, but that worked perfectly.
You can cover up one hole. I'll allow you to do that if you all work together. And get the fuck out of Dodge. And
As they were coming up out of the basement, I say that Oliver had grabbed a bunch of random clothes and wet wipes, and he's wiping. He's hopping along trying to put new socks and shoes on, and he's just kind of taking wet wipes and wiping off his face and stuff, and
There's
behind on his neck
probably,
and behind his ears.
an extra jacket or overalls or even a what do they call it? A boiler suit. Then you can put on top of you're gonna look weird, but it's better than being drenched in blood and viscera. So
Yeah, he does what he can in this moment. Be like, well, we gotta leave right now, and he doesn't want to go out looking like he just got out of a Texas Chainsaw movie.
yeah,
Oh.
you have the boiler suit for it now.